that I like to look at soloing like telling a story or talking about something, or character development in a movie, that
Yeah.
there's continuity in the communication. And what you played, it was in key and rhythmically for the most part, it was locking down and it was grooving, feeling good. But it was like you were just like constantly talking, changing from one subject to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next.
Didn't
Without,
tie or just talking too much, just rattling.
yeah, it was just like random, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
stuff, that it wasn't very conversational,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this is what I would like to add to. Now, what you did is not wrong or bad. I'm not implying that at all. What we want to do is we want to get conversationalism into where you're actually talking about something with your solo, that you get into idea development,
Okay.
right? Like if Indiana Jones, right?
Uh,
You know,
uh,
you
movie
know,
Indiana Jones.
yeah, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
The Harrison Ford movies.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like every time he does something cool, what do you hear? Ba ba da ba 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 da da
Yeah.
ba da ba. Right?
Has his music with him.
You
Yeah.
can be in the other room, and if you hear that, he's doing something cool.
Right.
The
Right.
music's telling you that. And your solo should be able to hold interest, and it also needs to be able to groove and be rhythmically locked. So I think the technical aspects you've got. What I was missing from what you played was I had trouble keeping up with what you were talking about
Yeah. 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 Okay.
because it was just like jumping around a lot. So um, we want to work on trying to develop the ideas.
So establish an idea.
Right.
Okay.
Now, you know your way around pretty good in what you were playing there. So normally I start people off in a box and confine them to a box area,
Okay.
but I'm not going to do that with you since you already can move around on your neck. What I want to do is I want to start with just establishing a small core idea,
All
coming
right.
up with a rhythmic cell of 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 notes, and just come up with a small idea and then develop that idea so that as you're playing, I know you're still talking about this guy.
Okay. All right.
All right. Now, let me give you an example. So you heard I was talking about this guy. The whole time I was talking about different things with him.
Right. But hanging around that same sort of
Yeah, there's repetition, there's familiarity.
tonal point, pivoting point there, and yeah.
That I was developing a phrase, working with that phrase, changing it slightly rhythmically, changing it slightly with different notes. Like a couple times I go, which is pretty much the same rhythm as, but by
Yeah.
going, see, I'm still talking about that guy.
Right.
So,
Okay.
and then when I concluded it, when I wanted to stop, I went back to. How's
Yeah.
that?
You're done. That was period. Yeah.
I took you up, I talked about it, and I brought you back.
Okay.
So this is what I would like you to work on in your solos: is come up with a small rhythmic idea, and do this with tracks 1 and 2. Track 1 is a straight subdivision. Track 2 is a triplet subdivision. Set the tempo wherever you want that's comfortable, because you want to make sure you can rhythmically lock with it and groove, because people should be able to dance to your solos. But see, the thing is, if somebody walks out of a room whistling your solo, you know, I mean, like, you've hit it out of the park.
Yeah, you've
You
left an
know,
impression.
and because you were really creating melodies,
Yeah,
right? And you created something that stuck with somebody, right?
right.
And practicing melodies is a great way to work on solos. You know, especially like the syrupy kind of ballad ones. You know that that you get. If you listen to something like now listen to the continuity here. So you have that. You see how that's phrased? And
Right.
you can stop and take a breath, and then. And then when it goes to the bridge is. See, it's still around that place. See the continuity of rhythm and how
Yeah.
this is shaping the notes.
Right. Yeah.
Because the solo, the melody is the ultimate solo. Because at one time it was an improvised piece of music. Somebody made it up. Right? But it was strong enough to stand the test of time.